Hey guys, welcome back to the Kinwoven Home. I'm Sharrah, and today we are going to talk about my living room. Have you noticed that it's brighter in here? Thank you so much to Lutron Electronics for sponsoring today's video. I am so excited to finally reveal this space. The last time you guys saw this space, we had just moved in. We are in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had just moved across the country. I was pregnant and we did a 3-day makeover. And boy, things have changed drastically since the last time you saw it. And I'm excited to show you. Question of the video before we get started is, what's your favorite thing to do in your living room? Leave me your comment below. Okay, you guys ready to jump into today's video? Let's get started. Now, for some of you guys that follow on Instagram, you are very aware that we are in the middle of creating a course. The course is all about life-changing home design. And one of the things we have spent a lot of time talking about in this course is how does your space make you feel? And so I went through that exercise myself. And when we first moved in, the space was dark and it made me feel depressed and it made me feel overwhelmed and kind of like everything was enclosing in because it didn't have any natural light. The vision that I had for the space and what I really wanted out of this room was a space that was light, bright, and airy, something that was really comfortable and casual, but equally beautiful and kind of sophisticated to match the style of this very traditional home. And I just wanted to kind of bring attention to the windows. I wanted a great place for Scout and Sawyer and Tyler and myself to just unwind at the end of the day. So let's take a look at what this house looked like before we moved in. It was very dark. In the camera shots here, the lens really lightens up these rooms, but it actually was much darker than what it looks like. All of the windows had these really dark velvet curtains on them. The walls were a totally different color. The woodworking was beautiful, but it did have a lot of flaws and needed some repair. It was overall a really pretty space, but it just wasn't our style. So now let's take a look at what we did when we first moved in and we had kind of a 3-day makeover. We used the furniture that we had at the time to fill the space as good as we could and to kind of bring in my California Scandinavian style into this very proper traditional home. Okay, so now do you want to see what we've done so far? How we have completely transformed this home to be a perfect mixture of the traditional style mixed with the modern style and my Scandinavian California vibe mixed throughout, come to life. Well, let's take a look at how we did it. The first thing we did in this space was we added canned lighting. This room specifically, and all of these rooms in this first floor, were really dark because our house is north facing. And so even though we have beautiful windows, we do not have a ton of light until towards the end of the day. So by adding canned lighting to the ceiling, the incandescent light that comes in here really warms the room up, it brings life to it, and it allows us to feel, I don't know, you're just like more creative when you have beautiful light, happier when you have light. It was just overall a great experience. And it was a lot cheaper than we anticipated and easier than we anticipated because the ceiling was drywall, which is very surprising for this 100-year-old house because all the walls are plaster. Side note, if you do have an older home and you want to put in can lighting, it can be a little bit of an overwhelming process if you have plaster ceilings, but we did find these awesome new ceiling lights that I will link below. You guys can check those out if you're interested, but they're a great solution if you don't want to put in a traditional can light into your ceiling. And they're smart. If you guys are interested in any of the things you see in this space, don't forget that I always link everything below in the description box. So anything from the shades to the window treatments to the furniture to the paint color, I will link it all in the description and you guys can check that out. The second thing we did was we updated the light fixtures in this space. Behind me, you'll see that we had 2 sconces on the walls, and the original fixtures were just very, very traditional. So I wanted to find a way to bring in some of those traditional elements, like the brass, and mix that with a little bit more of a modern fixture. And I think the ones that we picked are perfect. They add the perfect amount of light. They're a great size, and they kind of bring in the warmth of the traditional with the shape and style of a more modern fixture. The third thing that we did in this space was we repaired a lot of the wood trim and we painted the room. Now this was by far one of the biggest impacts to this space. The wood trim was a darker wood trim. I think it was the same trim that was built in this house in 1925. And I don't know the last time it was repaired or updated, because once we got up close to the different areas in this room, you could just see how deteriorated things were, how broken some of the wood pieces were. Some trim was just straight up missing in certain areas. And so there was a lot of repair that took place in this space, which was actually really cool to see the painters come in and just kind of make fresh and make new to what is already existing in this room. And then they painted it. The question everyone has been asking are, what are the paint colors we landed on? For the walls, we selected a color called Gray Mist by Benjamin Moore in a matte finish. And for the trim, we selected a color called Cloud White by Benjamin Moore, and we did that in a satin finish. And I absolutely love it. It's a bright gray color. It's not a cool gray, but it's also not super yellow. It's kind of just like a neutral. And I just think it really pops really well with our floors, since we have like the honey caramel color floors, and just looks really great in this space. The next thing we did in this space, and this is probably by far one of my most exciting favorite things that we added, and that is the Serena by Lutron Smart Shades. Now these are top of the line, they are beautiful, and they are electric. They're battery powered. The batteries are in the center of the top portion, which looks amazing because it's completely hidden and they don't have to be hardwired. You can do them hardwired if you're fancy and you want to, but for us, we just wanted to do battery. And they're simple and they're smart and they're beautiful. It's a trio that is actually perfect for our home, and I just love everything about them. The installation was also really great, and we decided to go with a pro installer. As you guys know, when we first moved in here, we decorated for Christmas right away, and we had a giant Christmas tree in this window and in the other bay window, and that provided a ton of privacy. Well, as soon as Christmas was done and we took the trees away, we discovered we live in a fishbowl, and we live on a street with cars, and we have a ton of windows, and we needed some serious privacy in the space. So one of my favorite things about it is I have this nifty, handy dandy remote control. I can push a button to set them down. I can push a button to set them up. I can go on the app and I can actually select the shade specifically if I only want one shade to drop. The shade to my left here, the sun hits it like every single day at the exact same time, and it's so bright. So we can actually schedule a scene in the app. So at that time of day, every single day, that one shade will drop and provide privacy, but also a lot of shade from the sun that's glaring through that window, which is very convenient. It connects to our Alexa and our smart home, so we can tell Alexa to put the shades down. Goodbye, see you later. That's so cool. It's also as simple as just pushing a button. And they all go down at the same speed, at the same time, all together. It's beautiful, and they're silent. I mean, you can hear them a little bit, but like hardly. It's a pretty great party trick, I'm not gonna lie. Picking out the color and texture of the shades was actually really fun. I wanted to pick something that went with our space and kind of matched everything really well. Something that we really wanted to focus on in this room was something that was not blackout. We wanted there to be some light that was able to come through. That way we can lower the shades for privacy and still feel like the room is not completely dark. But I just love that they have variety, and not just in color, but also in texture. So having a working shade provides privacy, and then having my beautiful curtains on either side of the window provides a little element of texture and decor and raises the eye up and just makes it look beautiful. And I even love these shades so much, we put them in the dining room as well. Both of these windows felt like a fishbowl before, and now I feel like we have the perfect amount of privacy and the perfect amount of light coming into the space. Another thing that we added and updated in this space was some of our furniture. The furniture that we had originally, it was okay for the space. It didn't look bad in here, but the sofa was not that comfortable. It was a sofa that we had 2 houses ago. We used it because we had it, and that was kind of the reason. But I am so excited about this new article sofa that we have in here. It's called the Beta sofa, and it's a modular sofa that you can add onto and kind of create a custom size. For us, that was great because this room is a little bit narrow, but really long. And so I wanted to make sure we had the L sectional because I love sectionals. They're just comfy and cozy. I wanted to lay down in them and feel like you get swallowed up and you're just like can bundle up and just relax, which is exactly the vibe and the comfort level of this sofa. And I love that it gives off kind of a modern casual feel to the space, that we're trying to bring in that modern vibe to a traditional home. And I love the fabric color. So it does come in gray and it also comes in cream. We went with the cream. I'm very, very happy about it. Pro tip when it comes to white furniture, I get this question all the time. How do you keep your dog from ruining your white sofa? Get it sprayed by some sort of stain resistant spray. Just Google stain resistant sofa spray professional. When you first get that piece of furniture, have them come out and do a quick spray over it. Scout has jumped up on here with Muddy Paws, and I swear it just wipes right off. Also, it's good to have Folex on hand. You can spray it and get those stains out, and I'll link some of my favorite things below to tackle those problems. I love that we have a great conversational area here with the L-shaped sofa and these 2 chairs. And one of my favorite additions, I've decided one of my main accessory pieces in this room is going to be old vintage children's books, because I want to have books out that we can read to Sawyer, and I want to have stuff that is kid friendly that also is in line with the decor and the style of our home, because I just want to be able to enjoy life and not feel like, oh, we have to clean up before anyone can come over. But decorating with kid stuff that fits within your color palette and your style, I mean, these books are from the 60s. Aren't these cool? I think it just really added to the space, and like the vision of hanging out in this room that I had originally, it adds to that vision that we have for the space and allows us to really enjoy it. Also, I added some beautiful art that I got at Minted to this wall above the sofa. I just love how it pulls in our color palette, adds some warmth to the wall. And across from that, we have our frame TV. You guys know we love our frame. And we actually added, it's like an oil, who's the artist? Is it Van Gogh? I think it's Van Gogh. We actually added a Van Gogh to our mantle, but it's on our TV. It's actually the greatest invention ever. That is our TV, and it goes into art mode, and then it looks like an actual oil painting. And it's so cool. And a special thank you to Minted to providing the art for this room. I think it really made the most of the space and brought in the color palette that I was looking for, and just like a pop of something really interesting to the eye and a great way to decorate the wall. And last but not least, the last thing that we made sure to have in this room was adding practical storage. You guys know I'm a huge proponent of having a place for everything. That way you don't feel like you're living in clutter. Behind these beautiful chairs from Article, which are my favorite chairs that they sell, we have this awesome new credenza that I got from them, and it is beautifully modern and sleek, and the wood color is just perfect for the space. But it holds a lot of random things. Behind each of those little doors is awesome shelving for things like games. I keep my little spray cleaner bottle in there, so if Scout gets something on the sofa, we've got some baby toys in there. And just like anything we need for the space, we can hide and store in that awesome piece. I have baskets around the room for blankets and extra pillows. Also, Scout has her own basket that we put all of her dog toys in. That way, when we're picking up quickly, we throw it in the basket and we're good to go. And I also have a little area over here that's kind of like a diaper bundle. So if we have to change Sawyer, we can do that here in the living room. And I've got diapers and wipes, and it's all kind of in one area. I've got binkies and burp cloths and things that we're gonna need while we're hanging out in here. But we put them in baskets, we put them in drawers, and we make sure that we have a space for everything, which is a great tip for every single room of your house to make sure that you can live comfortably, have what you need, but not feel like you're living in clutter. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you guys are as excited about this beautiful transformation as much as I am. The space is just totally coming to life. I can't wait to show you the rest of these rooms that we've been transforming in this house. This house is 100 years old, and we're starting to make it feel like home for us. And I just love that we get to honor this house and just highlight its beauty, and I I hope that you guys are having fun following along. If you guys haven't followed on Instagram, be sure to check out the link below. I'll link to my Instagram because we upload and post like a bunch of fun updates to the house that are more in real time in Instagram stories, so you don't want to miss that. And thank you again to Lutron Electronics for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to link the exact shade. I know I'm going to get a lot of questions on the exact fabric that I used. I'll be sure to link that below for you guys, the name of it, and any of the other furniture pieces. And I'll see you guys next time.
Somebody wanted to say hi.
Oh, hi, Bubby. Oh, you're matching. Hi. You want to show them how you stand? Oh. Oh. Hi. I missed ya. Did you have a good nap? Look what I have here. Just talking about how we're decorating with books. Just for you, kiddo. Mashed potatoes are to give everybody enough. A face is so you can make faces. Deep. Okay guys, we will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not. Join our little fam here on YouTube. And thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. And thank you again. We'll see you next time. Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Love you, mean it. Mwah.